Okay, I mentioned the McCormick's a little bit, so I want to tell you about them. They were our nearest neighbors. They owned Mr. Charlie McCormick and his wife Maud owned a lot of land. They must have had, I guess, between 1,000 and 1,500 acres, mostly farm and ranch. And they were real good to me. They had three girls and two boys, which all were quite a bit older than me, except the girl. She was only a couple of years older, so we did play together some. But the two older girls, Madge and Roberta, were both school teachers or students leading toward teacher certificate, uh, and then later became teachers. Two boys, Bryce and Alan, they had gone to college or was going to college when they were drafted or volunteered for service in World War II. Bryce was a Navy pilot, and Alan was with the engineers in the China-Burma India Theater. They did a lot for me. For instance, they took a Sunday paper. I believe it was the Dallas Times Herald. And when they finished reading their paper on Sunday, and by Monday or Tuesday, they would drop the paper off at our house. We just lived all 400 or 500 yards away from them. Or I'd go to the house and get the paper. So I was reading before I started school, mostly because of reading these newspapers, and that gave me a lot of books too, children's books. So they were real good to me. There was the family really consisted of Aunt Maud McCormick. I'm sorry, not Aunt Maud. Aunt Maud McCormick was the grandmother. She was a real old lady when I knew her, and I'd say she was in her 90s. She had a room by herself in the house. They had a huge stone house that was built about 1850. The walls were at least a foot thick, and they had cedar heart timbers for the rafters, joists in the house. It has a Texas historic marker at it now. Anyways, Aunt Mag, and then there was Miss Maud and Charlie. Maud and Charlie was the mother and father. Miss Maud was a retired school teacher. And then, of course, the children I already mentioned. And Charlie was a real fine man. Daddy rented land from him off and on. And I never heard him, he was a gruff man, but I never heard him really hollered at anybody or anything like that. Aunt Maud, I keep saying that wrong. Aunt Mag, as I said, was a real old lady, and she had this room by herself, and she wanted to be left alone. It seemed like she kind of liked me, I guess because I was a small child. But in this room, she had a fireplace, and she smoked long stem clay pipes. As I remember, she had 5 or 6 of them sitting around a bowl on the hearth of the fireplace. And it was a real oddity to me because you just didn't see women smoking anything back in my childhood, let alone a pipe. She was a grand old lady. They told that the kids played the radio, record player or something, too loud, and she had warned them about it, and they didn't adhere to her warning, so she took an axe and chopped it up. I didn't know that personally. I didn't see that personally, but I'm pretty sure it's true.